The leader of Black Lives Matter says we will, quote, incite riots everywhere if Trump wins. We're going to block your free speech. We're going to shut you down. And then I even watch Megyn Kelly with the activist on saying, you poor babies, you're having your rights violated by Donald Trump. See, Fox attacking Trump constantly is even showing its true colors now. Even though it's killed their ratings, Fox has lost in many different graphics half their viewers the last 6 months, but they don't care. They've got to defeat Trump. The Financial Times of London, the New York Times, The Economist, the Rothschild banks, they've all come out. And why is it? Trump says he's not going to let the lobbyists call the shots anymore. And if China has a 35 to 45% currency tariff on us, an unwritten tariff, but it's a tariff nonetheless, but he's on the currency, that he will put a sanction on that. And they go, oh, protectionism. It's not protectionism. Almost nothing's made here. We're shutting down. Our power prices are 3 to 4 times what China's is because of regulations. We cannot compete just against the electricity prices. He says, I want to bring Apple back to America. Do you imagine what that would do? With a living wage instead of Foxconn, suicide net factories that Apple runs. I mean, it's crazy. That if you're informed, what Trump is saying makes so much sense. Now, he does some things I disagree with, like torture, and then he backtracked on that when he got corrected. And he doesn't understand, hey, he says, if they have a warrant, the guy, you know, these people killed folks in San Bernardino, give us the code, Apple. Well, it doesn't work like that. And I happen to know the inside baseball that Trump's super smart, but he's not tech savvy. And now he started to back off that as well. People say, well, that's flip-flopping. No, to me, he changes his views always the right way. First, he's like, yeah, they're killing hundreds of thousands of Christians in Syria. We got to bring them in. Obama did this. NATO did this. I wouldn't have done it. He said that 4 years ago, don't go into Syria. He said in 2003, don't go into Iraq. He says, don't have war with Russia for no reason. And then when he found out they were radical jihadis and they weren't even vetting them or even looking at their IDs, which is confirmed, they don't even look at their IDs when they come into the U.S. That's New York Daily News. That's Associated Press. He says, well, you've got to check them. Stop it all till checks are put in place, till it's fixed. May just take a week or two. They take it out of context and then say, he's Hitler, he's Hitler, he's Hitler. Hillary Clinton helped kill hundreds of thousands of people in Libya, 400+ in Syria, and brags and says, we have done what we want in Syria and Libya. They're failed states. She's a war criminal that gets money from dictators through her foundation to then allow the State Department to circumvent Congress and sell them weapons. She's a monstrous, monstrous woman who calls black people super predators that need to be made to heal. That's when you tell a dog, get in line. You cannot make up the minimum sentencing of the Clintons to double and triple prison times. I mean, when you hit the rubber of the road, when your feet touch down to reality and you're actually informed and not some dumbed down trendy, Hillary Clinton is a super crime boss. And there's a reason all these different establishment people are behind her, because they've captured this country. They've taken it over. They're running it into the ground. They've got this country by the throat. Or as George Carlin said, by the short hairs. They got us, folks. And now they're there trying to break our will and just convince us that it's political correctness. If you're against Obamacare, we're going to call you deeply racist. They had Media Matters about 4 years ago when we were battling Obamacare, put out a thing saying Alex Jones is deeply racist because he doesn't support Obamacare because Obama's black. And they didn't show proof. They didn't show a clip. They didn't show anything. And then I watched it on CNN and MSNBC the next week, the exact talking point that I'm, quote, deeply racist. And a lot of people will go, oh, that's intimidating. You better do what they say. I don't care if they claim I'm the Grand Dragon of the KKK. It's not true. So what if discredited enemies say that? I had friends and family go, yeah, I saw it in the paper. You're deeply racist. How you taking it? I said, I'm taking it really well to have the corrupt occupiers of this country telling me I'm racist because Obamacare doubles and triples prices, doesn't let you keep your doctor, screws you over, cuts the quality of care, puts death panels in place, which is all admitted now. Don't you get it? I know when I'm right. I don't care what a bunch of cowards or criminals say about me, or liars, or camp followers, or fad-driven nobodies. I'm a leader. I do what's right for myself and my family, and that means you as well, because we're all in this together. I don't screw anybody over. Didn't have it coming to them. To quote Tony Montana. I don't break my word or my you-know-whats for anybody. That's all I've got. It's called integrity. And I've got it. And I can tell you right now, there's some things about Donald Trump I don't like. But at the end of the day, the establishment is scared to death of him because he's real. Real. Might even be real bad. But they are having a heart attack over this right now. And that tells you that they recognize a populist movement that they can't stop. Now, when we come back, Kasich has come out and said it's ridiculous that Trump's talking about civil unrest. Oh, yeah, sure, and Trump's crazy, too. You know, he said that birds can fly, too. You know, he's crazy. Top Black Lives Matter activists, we will incite riots everywhere if Trump wins. Black Lives Matter issues major threat to white people. Says that we will attack you if you elect Trump. I mean, just total terrorism. The definition of terrorism is the threat or the action of violence for a political or economic reason. We've got them storming Utah rally, tearing up Secret Service checkpoints, you name it. And then the media spins it like they're victims. By the way, when, quote, minorities show up, because the media wants to say that Trump hates all the minorities, which, of course, isn't true, who are the majority, by the way, in most areas. But the people that have the courage to actually come to these events, Black, Hispanic, you name it, absolutely just get loved on and mobbed with support. Even the Black Lives Matter people that aren't pure evil and aren't totally brainwashed, the Trump people hug them and shake their hands and say, come on, this isn't about you being Black or Hispanic. The country's collapsing. We're going into world government. We can't compete with currency devaluation in China. We're screwed. It's so sad. But then I see countless videos. You've seen the university professors, you know, where they're out beating up people at Missouri State who dare just want to walk around at the park. And they say, you're not allowed to be here with a camera during our demonstration. We run everything. Beat them up. Give me some muscle. You see this all over the country. You can't have a Halloween party. We don't allow costumes. That might upset us. It's like you got to conform to them. It's worse than a Jim Jones cult. It's the most anti-liberal, anti-freedom garbage I've ever seen. And then you have these arrogant, hateful, empowered by mainstream media weirdos, funded by a freak Nazi collaborator, a Dr. Evil, Soros. I mean, I can't even read. I can't even play most of these clips because all it is beep, 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 beep. There's so much cussing. They're all up on Infowars.com. I'm not going to play these clips, though, because all you'd hear is beeping. Top Black Lives Matter activists, we will incite riots everywhere if Trump wins. Dear white people, N-words such as myself are fully hell-bent on inciting riots everywhere we go, close quote. And he goes on to say, if you white people elect Trump, young N-words such as myself are fully hell-bent on inciting riots everywhere we go. Just so you know, Poe tweeted, one of the founders and leaders of it. Of course, the real founder is in Cuba for cop killing. It's just so stupid. But these groups are so hateful, so criminal, so out of control. And then I've got all these videos, they're up on Infowars.com, where they're at Trump Tower, mainly white college students who look so stupid and so dumbed down going, the Revolutionary War is coming. We're going to kill you. The uprising of the proletariat is here. And then they go talk to them, and they're just young, dumb 20-year-old women and stuff who have, like, you know, rich dads or whatever, and they're brainwashed by the big colleges, funded by the mega elites. The Super Bowl has Beyonce for cop killing, you know, and race war garbage. That's the Super Bowl. That's the foundations. That's the big colleges. That's what the elite, the real billionaires, the real power structure is predatory, and it wants us all fighting with each other. And that's what's so pathetic is you've got these arrogant racists who think they've been given a green light to run around and act like this, and it's so pathetic. Here's another one. Black Lives Matter issues major threat to white people over presidential election. Video, protesters try to storm Trump Utah rally, tear up Secret Service checkpoints. Trump protesters dog campaign from city to city in Arizona. Trump protesters block streets in Fountain Hills. Radical leftists unleash anti-Trump riots starting on March 19th. Violent anarchists, which is communist, join protest at Trump. It just goes on and on.
This is a protest, and this is a riot. If you can't tell the difference, then you are part of the problem. Infowars.com.
I have a dream. I want more video games. Lie.
And it's that type of behavior that spurred me to do the research to develop a true nutraceutical formula that was designed to smooth out and help children focus. All of our children are hit with modern mind control. Television, music, fast food, GMOs, sugars, you name it. Young humans have not yet developed their nervous system and are being hammered daily by globalist concoctions. It's no wonder they can't focus and calm down and then are put on dangerous psychotropic drugs. Working with my team, we set out to find the best formula with the highest quality ingredients that children would actually like and take. We worked with the leading manufacturer in nutritional supplements that are safe for children to bring you the most affordable and powerful calming formula out there. Introducing Child Ease with herbs and calming extracts like chamomile and lemon balm and essential nutrients that taste great. Obtain your Child Ease today at InfoWarsLife.com. That's Child Ease exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com.